All right, today's video, we are going to do a haul, but rather, to be honest, would you consider it anti-haul? Because the reason I say it's anti-haul is because I don't actually know how many pieces I have here right now. I want to say it's like 10 or so, but I'm honestly just keeping like 1 or 2 items. The rest are going back, so yes, it's a little bit of a spoiler alert. Anyways, I'm just going to jump right in with the first item because I have a huge stack of clothing on top of me right now. First item here. These are all from ZARA. I think we'll go into H&M afterwards, and yeah. So this is from that's from ZARA. This is a vest-ish, if I can find the top of it. Yes, this is essentially like I'm gonna cover up my face here, but it's a navy like vest that looks like this. This is deceivingly very heavy, which I guess like when I initially opened it and felt it and like picked it up, I was like, oh wow, this is really great quality. But now I actually don't think it is. I think just because it's heavy doesn't necessarily mean that it's good quality, because it's almost kind of weird that it feels like there's like different kind of fabrics going on. It feels like that there's some fabrics that are a little bit more bendy and then some fabrics that are a little stiffer and like harder to wear. But anyways, I just really did not like this on. I loved it on the model, hated it on myself. It also has this belt here that also contributes to the weight, because I think this buckle that it has is like pretty weighty. But yeah, so you can cinch it like across, I guess. I'll also maybe include like the model wearing this item just so you can see what I imagined it on myself to look like and what it actually looked like. So yeah, but I'm not really into this. I love it though, because I love the color. I love like a blue, a navy blue. And I really wanted to like this, but I just did not. Also, I already have broad shoulders. So like this little shoulder detail right here, this like fold over section, really did not flatter my figure whatsoever. So this is going back, and that's totally fine by me because this thing was not cheap either. This was about $60. Safe to say, I don't want this. This item right here, this is a scalloped taupe tank. Yeah, it's just a regular tank. Now the reason it does look a little bit wider, I think that's because I got it in a large, didn't I? Yes, I got a large because I think it said it ran small, and I don't think the medium was available. So I think I just got large, but it's honestly too large. It's kind of weird. I'll explain it more, but this was $28. But yes, I really liked the way that it looked again on the model, but I don't think it worked out too well. I don't know if it's the construction of the item or if it's because it's a large, but when I put it on, there was just sections that were like, it didn't fit nicely to the body. There were sections that like, I don't know, were like not pulling, but like pooling maybe. I don't really know how to say it, but what I want to say is that it just didn't lay on the body flat enough. Yeah, but I do like it, but still, for $30, this is a little bit much. But I will say it feels constructed like a little bit better than usual. The fabric's actually not too bad. The fabric is a little bit nicer than their usual kind of cotton tanks. But the scallop detail, I'm not a huge fan of, because I thought it would be almost like a detail on the end of like the tank, but as you can kind of see, they just honestly just sewed them on top of each other. I thought it would be like one fabric and then they would have the scallop details, and as you can see from the back, they honestly just sewed the scallop detailing on it like pretty lazily. Yeah, that's going back mostly because of the size. I think maybe the size might be too big. Now this next item I have here, this is actually an item that I would consider keeping, but I'm not going to. It's a green one too, which I actually kind of like a lot. Like the green is kind of subtle and it's kind of nice. Like it looks like a neutral from far away, but if you look really closely, it's like a green. Why I am not going to keep this is because I don't really think it's flattering on myself. So I am not a huge fan of like my shoulderish area, and this just didn't look good really on myself. But I feel like if you do like your upper body a little bit more, then maybe you might like this, because I actually do like it. I think that the material feels like pretty quality. It feels very nice. It doesn't feel cheap, which I like. I would consider keeping this item if only I liked my arms better. This next item, this is a cardigan, I guess. Would you consider this a cardigan? It's kind of interesting. It's like a short sleeve like cardigan, but it has like one button. This just is not exactly what I'm looking for. I liked the concept of it, but the execution I am not really interested in. I have pretty broad shoulders, and because this material is on the thicker side, it almost adds too much fabric on top that it makes me feel even bulkier on top, so I don't like that. From the pictures, I thought this would be like a regular cardigan, but in actuality, the knit feels a lot thicker than what you would think it looks like. I don't think it looks flattering on my body. The short sleeves are a little bit weird. In all honesty, I feel like it doesn't really look any different. I thought it would be cool because it has like one button. I think that you can honestly get like any cardigan, only button like one of them, and you would get the same look. So I don't think that you have to pay this price to get the same look. They're all going back, by the way, all the ZARA items. This next item I really wanted to love so much, but it's gonna be a no. I actually really like the pattern. I like the pattern, I like the fabric. I think it's kind of cool. Or maybe not the fabric because it kind of feels like any other fabric, but I liked the pattern and the color. But the way that it looks on my body is not great because it's very low cut. But because I'm not really well endowed, it looks a little bit weird on the bust. It just makes me look even flatter, I guess, than I truly am. Oh, another reason is because this runs so goddamn small. This is an extra small. Why did I get extra small? I think this might be the only size, but okay, well, that's, I guess, on me. When I wore it, I couldn't even zip it up. It had a zipper on the side here, and that was not zipping up at all. I would say I'm a true small in ZARA, and usually with extra small, I can tend to like fit in them, but it would just be a little bit snug. This item, I could not fit. This item, the zipper was not going up at all. So I would say this almost runs like 2 sizes too small. But also, even if I had a bigger size, I don't think I would keep this just because I don't think it's flattering on my chest area. Last item from ZARA, we have this item, which is the only one maybe I would keep, but at the same time, I don't really think I want it that much. This is just a basic tank top. It's in a size small, and it was $11. Actually, not too bad for $11. I actually really like the fabric though. The fabric feels really nice. The straps are really skinny, which is also a plus. Yeah, the straps are adjustable, which is also very nice. The back is a little bit more squared off, so it's just straight across your back. Whereas the front section, it kind of has the side bits that angle up. Yeah, this is okay. I mean, this would be an item that maybe I would keep, but I'm not really sure. So those are all the ZARA items. I think the only item in here I might keep, maybe, but I still might return it, is this item right here. But the rest will probably be going back, which is great because this is not cheap, all these items. I did not wait for the sale. I think the sale is coming up. I think they usually have a Black Friday sale, but none of this was in the sale. So all of this I paid full price, and it would be great to have all that money back in my pocket. Okay, so now we'll go to the H&M items. All right, I'm staying farther and farther back just because this pile of clothing is just too much. First item we have from H&M. This is a sweater. This one is a maybe. I initially said it was a no, but I think I'm gonna try it on with a specific outfit that I have in mind, and if it doesn't look good with that, then I'll probably return it. This is a sweater. It's a zip-up half sweater. Looks like this. It just has a half zip, and then it has a turtleneck, so you can essentially zip it down and get like the little guys at the side, so it'll look like that. This is extremely large. This is an extra small, and it's huge. So I would say it runs massively, massively, massively large. And yeah, it's also very long as well. The hem has a little bit of a split in it. So this is the hem. So it has a split, a pretty large split. So I guess you can essentially wear it with like black leggings or something and boots. Initially it was a no, just because I didn't like the silhouette of it. It felt way too oversized, even though this is the smallest size that they come. But maybe I'll try it on with, you know, like I said, leggings and like boots or something, and see if that looks okay. But for now, I think it might be a no. This is a beautiful color. I love this color. I love the fall colors. I think my coloring works well with fall colors. This is a corduroy like overshirt. It looked great on the model. Again, this is another thing that I was really into it because the way that the model wore it, but having it in my possession, it just does not feel like it looked, I guess, in my head. This feels cheap. I don't think it's flattering on myself. Silhouette in this fabric, it just makes my shoulders look even wider. So this is unfortunately gonna be a no, but I love this. I love the concept of it. So this is gonna be a very trending thing because this is very similar as well. It's a zip up cardigan. It's probably difficult to see here, but you'll see it when I put it on. But this is the same thing where it just makes me feel too bulky. There's just too much going on in the shoulder area. It has too much fabric going on as well in the shoulder area that it just makes me look extremely bulky. The fabric is okay. It's a very like loose, fuzzy fabric, so maybe I don't like that because there's just so much fuzz that's happening. I don't know if you can see it, but it's very, the knit is not like tight. There's just so much like flyaway fuzz. Anyways, I did say that there is a couple items I will keep, so maybe that, you know, brown tank top, but the other item is going to be this one. I actually already wore it, so yes, even though it still has a tag on it, but this is the only item that I am thinking of keeping. Actually, I am gonna keep it. Why did I say think? This is just a plaid shirt. I already wore it, so sorry if it's like a little bit like crinkled and such, but yes, this is actually kind of nice. I really like this a lot. I think the fabric actually feels a lot nicer than I thought it would. When I saw this online, I had an idea of the fabric, that it felt very paper-like, that it felt very stiff, that it wouldn't drape on my body very nicely, but this one actually has a little bit of drape. Like if the fabric feels soft and it feels like malleable enough, and so I think that the drape of it is nice, so it doesn't make me feel too heavy up top. Yeah, I really like this and I think I'll keep it. That's this really quick video of all these items here. Again, a lot of these are going back, so yeah, a little bit unsuccessful, but at the same time, I'm finding that my closet almost has too much stuff in it. And I'm finding that I actually don't really enjoy a lot of the items in my closet. And so what I'm realizing now is that I think I've just been settling so much with a lot of the clothing I've been buying, and I actually haven't really been pulling from them. So I think what I really need to do now is only keep items that I know I'm gonna wear. And because I already wore this one, I already know I'm gonna keep on wearing it. So yes, that one's gonna keep, but I think the rest are gonna go back because if I don't see myself literally wearing it like tomorrow, then I don't think I should keep it. Because I think that's what I used to do. I used to think that I'll buy these items because I think it would get me to a certain style aesthetic that I wanted, but I ended up, it would be like 2 years and I'd never wore it. So that's what I'm really trying to do. I don't have much space in my wardrobe anymore, so that's also a limiting factor. But yes, so all this stuff is going back, and yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this like anti-haul essentially. Maybe if you were looking at any of these items and wanted to pick it up and you just wanted to see, or just wanted to see what it looks like in like real life, because I was not expecting like a fabric like this to have so much fuzz like coming out. Like, I don't know, can you see that? Yeah, you can totally see that, right? There's so much fuzz coming out. Anyways, that's really it. So I'm gonna stop the chitter chatter and I'll see you in another one. So thanks for watching, and yeah, see you in another one.